some real money in the room.
Final question though, pigeons. You recently partnered up with Westmont out of California and got into the pigeon game. And I've been doing a little research on pigeons, reptiles and whatnot. And I see pigeons, you know, me and my little brother, we used to breed like lizards and snakes and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? This ironically, this is really some nigga shit.
So the animal, so you saying the animal culture, the animals got you, you know, meeting all different type of people, making all different type of money, creating all different type of images because of the animals. Like, right. You naturally love animals and it's opening doors for you, right? Right, absolutely.
I see you with the pigeons and with Westmont. Why did you go that direction? Because that's so, like I say, like I understand, like if you would have went reptile, you know what I mean? Like,
I went reptile too, but
you know what I'm saying? But pigeons is more like, that's not our lane, I don't feel like.
What, as African American?
Yeah.
You can say it's not our lane, and that's what makes it so valuable. Listen to me. What makes it so valuable, because what you said right there, it's not our lane. Me, I can get some exposed into our lane, and they gonna want to get into it. So it's about doing something that a lot of people in our lane don't do. It's for like the dogs. People went on dogs like that till 30 came out, right?
You can say that, especially in Fort Worth.
Well, down south.
Yeah, you can say that. You can literally say you were one of the pioneers. Now that I think about it.
You've been thinking about it.
I'm in the Frenchies, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? 30, I don't feel like 30 really made
now he in the Frenchies.
Difference in the, yeah, because like I said, I was on, when you came out with your, with money laundering, I was already into dogs. Like I'm gonna show you when we finish this, I'm gonna show you my photos with dogs. You're gonna see.
Yeah, people been breeding dogs all over the world.
Back when True Religion was popular, I was on dogs. But these type of dogs, we're talking about a certain type of dog. Right? Yeah. Bullies, that's an era of dogs. In Texas, especially Texas. So you were one of the first, I feel like, in the bully game. You know, Frenchies, I can't give you that.
You had a Frenchie before me?
I don't know if I had one before you, but
when did you get a Frenchie?
My first Frenchie, I got my first Frenchie like 2 years ago. Almost 3 years. Scholar Chanel was my first Frenchie. But I'm just saying.
That's when you started RealToon.
Nah, RealToon had been going on for a year because I had to be able to afford Scholar.
Okay, so, Scholar. Boom.
But that's just Frenchies though. I ain't saying you didn't have them before me. I'm just saying
I got you. You know, we all doing this. We know we doing business. We on business. You know what I'm saying? So the pigeons. What got me into the pigeons, because our coach in our community don't know about it. So I gotta be the one to invest in this shit, to learn this shit, to show this shit, right? Right. Westmont is somebody that I had already did business with, you know what I'm saying?
On the dogs.
On the dogs. I had bread with them, you know what I'm saying? We rocking, you know what I'm saying? We rocking tough, you know what I'm saying? He started the Pigeon franchise. He's showing all different type of income coming up off of it in different ways that you can create income as I'm talking to him before I got my franchise. So now I own 50% of the business, Westmont Performance. But before then, I bought into the franchise to learn it. I know him as an individual. He stand on business, he do business, he into animals and he into dogs and he into what I'm into. So, you know, I feel comfortable investing that with him, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm looking at it, I'm seeing that they getting money in China, Belgium, Africa. See, dogs is just big in the United States majority. It's some people doing it in China, it's some people doing it in the United Kingdom, it's some people doing it in different, you know, different countries, a little bit. But bird breeding is an international sport that we don't even know about. Like the Chinese people, they're getting millions of dollars off racing pigeons, whether they're racing them or whether they're breeding them, or it's just different ways to stream new income off of it. That's why I'm investing into it, so I can learn it. I'm a man of entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? I'm in investing and being an entrepreneur and opening different businesses and doing different stuff. So boom, the racing pigeons. I'm looking at bro promoted. He telling me you can have babies every 10 days. Woo woo woo. So as I invested into it, I learned more about it. I'm going to races where it ain't nothing but white people and Chinese people in here, and we the only black people. So it exposed me to a different culture of people. You know, that's just like with the dogs. I wouldn't have never got this big if I didn't get into it. So it's the same thing. So I'm like, man, I'm finna invest in this, and I'm finna do the same thing with the dogs that I did, same thing with the birds that I did with the dogs. You know, get in it, learn it, study it, and succeed off of it. See, the birds, they not like the dogs. They less of a hassle and a wrestle, less maintenance. The birds, you don't gotta whelp them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a heat stroke from walking down the street. They don't have bad genetics. They lay eggs every 10 days. Other than a dog, you gotta have a litter every 6 months, and you gotta pay
How do you even like
C-section.
keep up with
You don't have to whelp
the pigeon? I mean, but like if you let a pigeon off and you racing pigeons, how you know which pigeon is your pigeon?
See, the pigeons, they have labels on their legs.
Okay.
See, when you send your pigeon to a race, you send it with a band on it, right? And when they get their band, they give them a band with a chip in it. As they flying back into the loft, it kind of look like that, but it got like a laser on it. And as they flying into the holes, their laser is standing their leg in that chip, and they updating the computer who coming in at what times. That's when they receive the prizes. First place might get, they got different $1 million races, $500,000 races, $200,000 races. They got local club races for people that just race in your city, where you might only pay $100 to enter and win 50 grand or something like that. So it's different categories and different types of races all around the world, you know what I'm saying? But as far as Westmont Performance, we do big rank one-off sport races, you know what I'm saying, where it's kind of a tournament and it's $1 million prizes. So how they break down the money is off of, say they got 1,000 birds, the top 200 might get paid. It's different, and you can send multiple birds, so it's different chances you have to win. Before that final race where you win the big money, they have a tournament. You get paid for the tournaments too. So if your bird are doing good during the tournaments, you also get paid for that. So you send this bird to a race, right, at a young age. Now the homing birds, their instinct is to go home. Like if I had a racing pigeon right now that I had since a baby, and I let it go right here, it's gonna be on my roof by the time I get home. Or it might take an hour, it might take 2 hours, it might take a day, depending on if the bird take a rest or not. But it's gonna go home. That's what the bird is. It's a homing pigeon. So the genetics and the birds that we're buying as far as racing pigeons, we're buying the genetics of birds that are won first place, second place, high power, genetics that's proven to win, and breedings that's proven to work. Whether it's a bird that produce winners, or it's a blood that produce winners with a certain blood, or however you got it, just like a dog. Everybody know when you got 2 copies of pink, when you breed, it's gonna pass on 1 copy. So just like with the birds, if you breed black power to the Aztec bird, or to different types of birds that's proven to work, it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because these birds have already proven
To work.
So all you got to do is buy the high power genetics. See, Westmont, he had already been studying this 2 years before I had franchise. So he know who got the birds, and he know the genetics that are winning. It's a website called Win Companion. They have the races on there. Now when you click on the race, you see you come in first, second, third place, and they might have the bloodline on there, or they might have what loft the bird came from. Like Aztec known to win. It's different breeders that I can't think off the top of my head right now, because I haven't been deep in the birds, you know, right now. I've been so focused on the festival. But it's different breeders that always win. When them breeders go win, their birds stock goes up. Like if Aztec goes send a bird and they go win, all the breeders from around the world are gonna call and say, hey, I want one of those birds. I want something off that bird. The stock of the bird, the nest mate. See, a bird only have 2 to 3 eggs. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 1 egg. But as them genetics are winning, the value of those birds are increasing. As they're constantly winning, the value increases. When you send your bird to a race and it win, some of those races auction off a bird right after. So you might win 6 figures off a race, and then they auction, during the auction, so you can buy your bird back as you bidding. Say the bid get up to 100,000, you only have to pay 50. You can buy your bird back at half whatever the bid came up to be, or you can just sell it. So you don't want off the race, You done won off of the bid, the auction, and you got babies off of it to where people finna call you and try to buy babies. So if you got a bird laying 3 eggs or 2 eggs, you know, every 10 days, so what's that? 6 eggs, six eggs a month. So you got 4 months, and they land them. I mean, you got 4 weeks. You got 30 days. If they land every 10 days, that gives you 3 clutches. They don't call them litters. They call them clutches. That gives you 3 clutches a month. So you got 20 to 30 eggs, right? Am I correct?
Right.
3 times 10, that's 30, or 20 eggs. If your genetics are winning and you got these birds going for 10,000 or 5,000 or 2,500, you got 30 times 2,500, 30 times fucking 5,000 or 6,000, whatever the value of the bird is. They got some birds that are worth millions of dollars to where a baby off of it is 25 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand or whatever. They got sites online where you can go bid on these genetics. So it's something that was interesting, you know, something that I never heard of, just like the dogs that I wanted to get into, because I know it's a lot of people creating, you know, lump sums and large sums of money off of the racing pigeon. And I also wanted to learn how to breed them, you know what I'm saying, how to raise them, how to send them to a race, you know, just like when you said you used to breed lizards and geckos, same thing. But I got a cheat code. When I perform, when I join Westmont Performance, I got a cheat code. When you get a franchise, a Westmont Performance franchise, you get the birds. You come with 2 birds. Your franchise come with 2 birds. You get the knowledge on how to breed them, what to breed, what's winning, and you get the relationships, the plugs. Hey, go get this bird from him, or hey, let's go pull up on his yard and get some birds. See, a lot of these breeders, they don't breed a lot. You know what I'm saying? They only breed for the races.
Right.
So they already winning. They genetics are working. They breeding for them to go win. So the other breeders not gonna allow you to come buy one of their 2 birds that got this genetics that's proven to work. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a super bag. A lot of people don't have the mind to go find out who got the good birds. Westmont and I already built a relationship with these people, spent over $300,000-400,000 buying high quality genetics, litter mates and nest mates to birds that I won 6 figures, daughters to birds that I won 6 figures. So you getting a blueprint, you getting the LLC EIN, you getting 2 birds, and we're gonna help you with your birds. You know what I'm saying? So this festival finna go on. Then after the festival, guess what I'm on? Right back to the birds. See, I haven't been promoting the shit out of the birds because I've been so in tune on festival. But I'm already into the birds to where I can do a breeding and have some babies and send them out to a race. And I line to get 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 grand. Something that you didn't ever heard of. Boom, I go and win. I put up my check and show you I won $50,000 or $100,000 and show my bird. Guess what you gonna do?
What?
Gonna go buy a bird. How you do that? How 30 doing that? What I gotta do what? See, I built the loft that was $35,000. I had about 20 birds in there, right? You don't have to do that. See, if you wanna get in it and you just interested in it, wanna learn it, wanna get 1 or 2 birds, 2,500, we got birds for that. 1,500, we got birds for that. 5,000, we got birds for that. You can get you a $300 bird cage. I got some birds at my mama's house in her garage. In a $300 cage, it holds 16 birds. You pair those birds up, you let them get a little older, send them to that race, and you make your bag. Like I said, you can go to a club race that ain't nothing but $100 or whatever the stipulations of the race is, and enter a race and still win good money.
And how much did you pay to join the franchise?
I paid $20,000, I think, to join the franchise.
And then for your co-ownership?
I gave him 50 grand to co-own 50% of the Westmont Performance.
Like you know what I'm saying, best of the best.
And I'm still learning it, but at the same time, I paid for this already where I can further my knowledge in this or pace it how I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm an owner in this. And not only am I owner in it, it's like I got different stuff going on now. I pay for it. Like if you franchise, there's no expiration date on your franchise unless you just completely stop. You know what I'm saying? Unless you completely just out, just wasting everybody's time. You ain't, you know, you're not in tune or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing good business and you don't bash the brand or make the brand look bad by selling sick animals, sick dogs,
right,
or fucking up the shit, you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can come franchise with the guys, man. October 29th, the Top Dollar Westmont Festival, man. I'm getting cotton mouth. I done talked my ears off, but we having a huge festival. October 29th, Dallas, Texas, Top Dollar Westmont Festival. All the biggest breeders in the USA will be there. You know what I'm saying? Whether they breeding all different types. I'm thinking about bringing out some pigeons. Sauce Walker bringing out all different type of cars. Lynn Garage, Turkey Leg Hut, different type of other food trucks have got food truck slots. Artists have started locking in the performance. We got performance slots on the second stage. If you want to perform for $500, you can come perform at the Top Dollar Westmont Festival. If you're a clothing vendor, if you're a shoe vendor, you can get you a $500 vendor booth. Car slots are only $250. I got $5,000 grand prize with the best overall car. We got free activities, toys, games, giveaways for the kids, free haircuts, face paint, bounce houses, all different type of animals. It's finna be a good time in Dallas, man. We're trying to bring the city together, man. This ain't never been done before. 30 Rich again.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.